Because let me be clear, police officers should always do everything in their power to preserve life. They need to start empathizing with people, with the human beings on the other side of the guns, because that's what we all are, human beings. Officers should also be held accountable when they unjustly kill someone, just like everyone else.
And you're here to raise an important issue about AB 392 and our respect for life. And that's what this bill is about. It's about respecting all lives. It is a bill that is smart, that creates the opportunity for law enforcement to have a better strategy in dealing with communities. And it's a bill also that assures our community that there will be a better handling of the issues they face.
All we're asking them to do is let us live. Police violence is a pervasive disease, an epidemic plaguing California and much of the country. Who's next? Yet all too often, tragedy is used as an opportunity to blame the victims and increase police budgets in the name of public safety. And the overwhelming majority of that policing happens in low-income black and brown communities. Those police are not put into Beverly Hills and Palisades and the nice areas, right? They're put in our schools and in our streets in black and brown communities. The lack of accountability and leeway given to officers to use violent and deadly force, even when they have other opportunities and options, fundamentally makes us less safe. We must begin to challenge the notion that police officers necessarily equate safety. You go to Beverly Hills and in any of these nice places, and it's hard to find a police officer. You go to black and brown, low-income communities, and they're everywhere. You can find them everywhere, right? So if police equaled safety, then the hood would be the safest place to go. Right? If you want to be safe, go to the hood.
The reason why I'm out here is because my first cousin, Deontay Yarber, he was shot by 4 officers in Barstow at a Walmart parking lot. One of the officers was previously charged with a hate crime, Jimmy Walker, back in 2010.
That's my email address, Valerie@California.
So I'm out here trying to help preserve life and actually still gain and fight justice for Deontay Yarber and for his 3 daughters. I feel like AB 392 is a necessary assembly bill that needs to be passed. I think it'll help preserve life and give all of us a true chance at life in America. I feel like we all need equality, and AB 392 will enforce that if any officers go outside of de-escalation tactics that's unnecessary, that they will face criminal charges. I think that's just equal and fair, and I think it's just common sense. Right now I'm out there in Barstow organizing marches and protests and rallies for Deontay, and in order for 392 for it to be passed, so it can help gain justice in order for my family to have peace and for us to have justice just like any other family will want if any other criminal case or anybody was killed unjustly and unjustifiably.
And we're not opposed to training, but we want people to understand that training is not the only answer. There has to be policy with training. We have supported training. Last year, I gave as chair of the Budget Committee on Public Safety, I gave an additional $25 million, which means I complemented the current budget by over 50% to deal with training. There'll have to be training done, but without policy, training is empty because it'll happen, but there's nothing that holds people accountable or responsible. There's no philosophy behind the training, and eventually training kind of goes away if you don't have standards in the process that will make a difference.